Hi, this is John Lockwood from John Next Door, and this video tutorial is to show you how to use the new Never Ending card. Now this die was designed to give you the card that we used to be called Never Ending card. I'm just going to move the die out of the way first. And the idea is that you keep folding it. So you open the card and it keeps going. And it keeps folding and it never gets to an end. It just keeps folding. And the ideas for decorating this, there are so many you can see. On the beginning of the video, you'll see lots of different cards that have been done with it. But this is just showing you the basic idea of how it works and the folds. So I'm going to bring the die back in. You can see the die comes like this. So you have the two main sections of which you need to cut two. Then you have little sections here to cut you panels. So these are designed that will fit in these little corners here and give a little bit of accent. And you can use other dies or cutting to give you panels to fit into the other sections. So to start with, what we need to do, you cut both of the sections and you will do this twice. So you'll need two of the tall and two of the short. What we're going to do is we're simply going to fold along these two crease lines that go from edge to edge. And I'd recommend using a bone folder. So we just fold that and give it a good crease and then fold it back on itself and crease again so that it will fold in both directions. Do the same on the second edge. Again, good crease both sides so it folds in both directions. We do exactly the same with the second piece, the fatter piece. So again, I'm just making sure that I fold on that line and I make sure I use the bone folder and burnish the folds so that again it folds on both directions. And what I'm going to do then is I need to do this twice or 4 times because I do it 2 each on pieces of card. And for this tutorial I'm going to do this using opposite colours so that we can actually see how the folds work. So if you look carefully, you'll see that you've got squares marked across the top and the bottom. We need to apply glue on the 4 corners. So I'm using a wet glue and I'm using the Craft Artist glue because it's a great quick grab that gives me just that little bit of wriggle room but doesn't warp my card. You really don't want to warp the paper on this. What I'm going to do is to take the fat piece and I'm going to rotate it round so that those squares are on the other side. You can see there's only one way it fits. And I'm going to stick those down. So there we go. Just going to stick that down just like that. Gives me a little bit of wriggle room, so lets me just hold it up and make sure that I've got those completely stuck and give them a really good press. Going to rotate it round and this time take a piece I've cut, and again I'm using a white piece so we get an alternate so you can see the difference. And you can see there I'm just going to squish those 2 pieces down so it's now glued in 4 corners. And to turn it over and give it a good press in each corner to make sure they're well and truly stuck. There we go, all stuck down. That is the basis of the card. What we then do is fold and press and start the rotation of the Never Ending. So I'm going to fold those pieces down and press. Get the folds in. Fold over and again press down. And you can use a bone folder if you want to, just to neaten it off. And there we go, open it up and there is our Never Ending card. Now, I would suggest you use this as the base and then you decorate each of the panels. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to open it to this stage, just here, neaten off there where that's cracked a little bit. So make sure you're using a card, a nice smooth card. I'd recommend a 240 GSM. And all I'm going to do then, use some of the panels that come with the die just simply to decorate. So I'm going to put a white on black there. I'm going to put a white on black there. I'm going to put a black on white in the other corner. and a black on white in the other corner. So I'm alternating the colours. I'm then going to flip it round, and there I've got two more pieces, so I think I'll have a black on white there and a black and white on there and a white on black on the bottom. And all I'm doing is alternating colours on this one, just to give you an idea of some of the different looks that you can get. So we'll open that back out because I've got two pieces and four pieces left. So once again, I'm going to pop those into the four corners. And what of course you can then do is you can put sentiments in here, or you can put pictures, stamped images, patterned paper. There's no end to how you can decorate this. But this is just to give you a basic understanding of how it goes together. So there we go. So we've got the card opening and at the beginning again. Or is that the beginning? Because it never ends. Rotate, rotate, rotate. And this is paper engineering. To me, it's some of its best. We just keep turning and turning and turning. And think about all the different dies that you've got that can decorate it. And we'll go back to that point. And again, it will even stand up at that. So that's the never ending card. For more hints, tips and inspiration, why not join us on Facebook on the John Lockwood page, or on Crafting with John Next Door, where loads of people share their hints, tips, advice and their inspiration for everyone to share and use. Enjoy.